signature pick for Gary. And the swing back from Echo, it's very fast. They go ahead, get that Farsa. They're fighting on range for range here.
Now you can really understand why they went for the Ling Band, the Martis Band too. Just two heroes that can really threaten the back line. That's very present here for Echo. And the final pick, it is going to be the Grok into the jungle. Lapu picked up for Sanford in the XP lane. Final pick for Team HAQ up against this composition. They need dive. They need someone to be able to help the Yu Zhong, or perhaps someone to just help the back line. You need to choose between the two. What do you think?
I gotta give that to Miracle, because all this character are flex picks, and that's why those teams who can flex picks are gonna be really strong in the meta right now. They know if Grok put on the sideline, go against a Daroth, for example, it might be really dangerous, or going against Yu Zhong might be really dangerous. So they decided to put him jungle and put a stronger laner on the side.
We don't know. There was a time in MPLPH for like 3 or 4 months that Cho went into the jungle. That's not out of the question.
True.
Oh, you're right. But knowing Yaoi,
I mean,
right?
knowing Yaoi,
Yaoi, the Cho's probably going to be on him, and here it is.
The Hilda.
You called it. It's the Hilda.
The Malaysian Hilda.
It's so scary, dude. I mean, again, 100% win rate. Todak used this, destroyed Kyrie. Then Team HAQ used it, destroyed the Valley.
Absolutely. I mean, but you gotta understand, Hilda is gonna be really strong in the jungle in the early game. But if it gets to the late game, Carry is gonna melt Hilda in like a matter of 2 seconds, right? So can you actually open up the game with Hilda, with Daros? Because their early game is looking insane right now.
Yeah, so given the snowball, if it does work out for Echo, the whole Malaysian offense might need some reworking, some recalibration to work out for a late game comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to head into game 1 in this upper bracket bout. The first game in a best of 5. Kanahira Yebombe. And Echo loud and proud for all the fans here in Sinai. And here we go. Game 1 between Echo and Team HAQ.
Right off the bat, you can see Hilda is already finding her way into the opposition jungle. Here it comes, but we're gonna have a red star, seems like.
Yep. It's a mirrored start, and you called it. It's Grok in the jungle.
Yep. The Grok in the jungle. It's, again, just something that's really flexible, right? That's the only thing I have to say. We haven't seen much of this right now. Min actually still jumping into the enemy jungle onto Carl TZ. Min's gonna be stunned up as Sanji jumps in with a rotation. That's gonna be the wall popped in, and Min's gonna be caught low. Has a sprint, Sanji with the flicker. Finds first blood. And there you have it. That's the loud and proud from Echo.
They were not expecting a quick response. Team HAQ, Echo seems to have found the solution.
Yeah, but a lot of times what Team HAQ does with Hilda is they will die a few times in the early game just to grant vision. Sometimes they just don't care about this early game death. They know, okay, I'm going to sacrifice myself, but the vision is more important. You can see Hilda, despite the death, is now making way onto the bottom side to find more aggression already.
But the question is, was it 400, 300 gold in the first minute worth it, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, oh, here we go.
There's a lot being placed in with a wild charge, and even that Jeet Kune Do. Yaoi picks it up in the end, and it's still just 2-0. Great start for Echo.
Dave, I said, was it worth 300, 400? Now is it worth 1,000?
Outside, another pickup for Team HAQ. Now they have really opened up the map on the top lane. 12 seconds before the turtle.
Panda is going to be dove on that final hit, and he fades away. Benny picking up a whole lot of turret gold too, and it's 1,000 on the board already for Echo.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you have 1,000 gold lead, and turtle is coming up, and look at both side jungler though. Bottom lane.
Min able to dish out so much damage, but Benny still is able to survive. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Yaoi finds the Jeet Kune Do flicker, brings the jungler back to Sanji for him to pick up, and it's turtle number 1 secured by Echo.
Dave, are you seeing this? It's about 2K ahead in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know, it's absolutely insane. This is aggression on aggression right here. Hilda is already, again, looking for a vision here, but sometimes if you actually die too much in the early game, it might not turn your favor in this case, right? Min, even though like he's in the enemy side, he's finding this vision, and Karatisi knows this, but it doesn't seem like it's getting too much done besides just dying over and over again.
He's a distraction, and right now he's trying to buy as much time as possible. As Yaoi jumps in with the Jeet Kune Do, bringing him back with that Way the Dragon. Min's gonna fall for the 3rd time in this game, and it's still just Echo controlling the pace of the game.
Despite that Way of the Dragon being slightly off angle, there was enough damage between the 3 members of Echo to punish Min.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Hilda right now going in, this is something, even though he's dying though, I gotta give them benefit because we saw the game that Team Valley went against, right? Even though Hilda was dying, but he was distracting so many people. And the other lanes are farming because Hildas know exactly where your opponents are. So this might be something they're doing right here as well.
Well, there's still maybe a couple more turtles for them to hedge on that.
Yeah.
But right now, Echo seems to still be on top of the just to-do list for Team HAQ, right? You kill the Hilda, and then you move on and convert. It doesn't really bother the laners of Echo.
Doesn't at all, right? They're even just grouping up here as in the top lane here, the XP lane. It's 1v1, Lola versus Sanford. Lola using that Petrify earlier to regain some HP, as in the bottom lane, the gold lane, it does seem like both Man and Panda has been taken low by a dive attempt by Echo.
Yeah, but it just trade off on skill. So you can see Echo does have the control on the map despite the Hilda. I mean, they really thought about how to counter this guy. Even though the early game, I thought they wouldn't have the damage to kill someone as beefy, as tanky as Hilda, but I was proven wrong. And now the second turtle is spawning. You can see Echo is already in position to contest this objective yet again.
It's just full control right now for Echo. 2.4k gold lead, a lot of gold being placed into one of the core members. We said it, Sanji on the Farsa, 2-0 and 1. You got wave clear, you got poke, and on the Farsa, you have the wings by wings. That's additional rotation speed across the map. Team HAQ don't really have an answer to that right now.
Well, there was a small response from them. Can Gary get out? He's okay. I think this is the response from Team HAQ, is just try to pressure Benny. Send dudes down into that gold lane.
Yeah, I mean, look at Yaoi here on the bottom side, getting vision from the Hilda. Let's take a look at item right now as well as emblems. It's like both sides are picking about a similar, you know, for marksmen. They just want to have a safe laning phase.
Yeah, what worries me is the difference between the different junglers, right? It's a clear tank utility jungler on
all right.
But wait, Yaoi!
An uncharacteristic miss from Yaoi as he gets punished. Min picks up a kill. Honestly, in that conversion, Min, I think that's the worst player to have a kill on, especially considering he's just been a distraction for Team HAQ.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once you get a kill, you reset the gold count. And you die again, that's another 200 gold to the enemy pocket. Especially you lose the key winning condition, which is the vision factor.
Yeah, but at this point, I think THQ, HAQ, is just happy to have a kill, right? Punish the lover boy, and they go from there.
Just as you say it, they get another in the gold lane, actually ambushing Carl TZ, and finally getting a grip back on the game.
You know, I gotta give some credit to Team HAQ's entire draft strategy or philosophy. The Dairoth is one of the best characters, fighters to kill tank. You know, now you're thinking about it, yes, they're lacking qual control, but because it's so easy for them to kill tanks, just with a little bit of slow that they have, they're able to do it.
And then we can expect for this to get a little better as they get items and they build up confidence and they figure out what exactly Echo is trying to do as they push this bottom lane turret. Oh, what a mirror move. Top lane too. Echo gets that.
Trade, right? XP for gold, and Lola had to just give up that XP lane. Knowing he was playing the weak side of the map, he would much rather just come to the mid lane, rotate over, and help the other members. But right now, it does seem like Yaoi wants to look for just additional mid control with Sanji, as that is actually going to be Yaoi once again poked down by Min. Mon's rotating already, but pay attention to Echo's positioning. It's called, he jumps into the wall, charge. Sanford joins in, and it's an all-out collapse. Called, he's going to fall, but Lola jumps into the back line with Petrify, finding Yaoi. The Furious Dive not able to find them, but Team HAQ have won the team fight. They're going on to the turtle, and this is the turnaround.
A tough 5v4 situation for Echo that Team HAQ capitalized on. Dave, HAQ got a turtle here.
Yeah, I mean, there are two reasons for the key of the victory for Team HAQ. They have Hilda. It's becoming increasingly harder to kill now. Now you can see Hilda jumping into the child. They can't do anything to him. They don't want to waste skills on him either. At the same time, Ujong is slowly but surely become a monster to the back line. You saw how much threat he posed to the mid laner, to Sanji on the far side.
And we're expecting that exactly, right, from Team HAQ. They survived the early game counter from Echo on that Hilda strat, and then now there's this mid-game power spike.
The mid-game power spike is going to be quite massive for both of these teams, like looking at their compositions. But honestly, I do feel like the later the game goes, it's so even. Both teams have just drafted themselves for a very good early, mid, and even late stage.
It does seem like Echo's making a comeback here. I mean, sorry, Team HAQ is making a comeback. Look at Echo's marksman. Look at Benny QT on the carry. 58, 6,000 gold, about 1,200 gold ahead on the opposition. This carry is going to be an absolute unstoppable force in a little bit.
Yeah. Early pop on the veteran.
There we go.
Lola.
Black Dragon formed by Lola, trying to find someone. Alcaldiz is going to be petrified there, but does have the wild charge to get out. Now Team HAQ once again jumping in. Yaoi going to be able to find the way to the Dragon, but it's going to be brought back to the team. Panda with an amazing position right now, but it's going to be Benny QT free hitting as well. Flickering forward against the members. Benny QT still able to find some damage before getting shut down by Min. Sanford now running back. It's a 3-for-2. A flicker forward by Benny. Holy moly. But the airstrike comes in. Panda still able to fall. Actually, for the damage, it's enough. Now it's gonna be 1v3. Min gets shut down, and Sanji picks up a double.
A delayed wipeout off the back of the Storm's aggression. Benny Cutie has entered the building.
Yes, Benny QT with the flank on the marksman. We talk about Echo's character playstyle is to split push, is to flank, and they do it on every single position, including the marksman. That's insane.
Yep, you're expecting the split push or that angle from Benny Cutie from Echo in the late game, and we were just talking about that mid-game spike, and again, this is the evolution of the Storm. But Benny has arrived, man, very low.
Sanji's gonna be caught, shut down by Gary. This is it. It's gonna be the flicker action that calls easiest. Lola jumps in the back line. Benny with no flicker. Lola versus the world right now. He's still able to dish out the damage, taking a kill back, and even surviving with one. Carl Teasy gonna be gunned down now with Panda chasing him. It's a 4-for-0 for Team HAQ. The goal's been equalized, but Echo found the Lord.
The Malaysians have caught the Filipino team slacking, and yeah, they got the Lord, but they just had one dude left. 4 for none. Team HAQ on the swing back.
Yes, Echo used everything they got to burst down the Lord, and the Malaysian team find the opening. They just find one target at a time, starting from the mid laner. This is a very, very united team. 5 men moving together. You can see just sweep through the opposition on the map, one after one. This is so good to watch. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Echo didn't even get to capitalize on the Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, it fought what, maybe 5 to 10 seconds? But Echo now have to reconsider. Yeah, we get to
go.
On to Min. He's gonna be bursted down, melted, taken out of the game. Now you see him, now you don't. Looking at it, Man still wants to be able to clear this wave, defending the tier 1 in the mid lane. Let's talk about how Team HAQ fought with a 5,000 gold deficit and won.
It's sometimes not about a gold deficit, it's about number advantage, right? They started off with 5-on-1 to take down Sunji in the mid lane, and then they move on to the Lord and start taking over the fight. So because the one fight alone, they even up the total gold and now actually on top, the one I'm actually worried about is still going to be Benny QT on the late game. This guy's getting so much farm, and if you can't kill Carry next time, it might be Carry turning around and wipe out the entire side of Team HAQ.
All right, good news, bad news. Benny Cutie is a brewing storm. He showed us a little bit of what he can dish out later on, but bad news is there's an answer. Lola will constantly be looking for him. So I guess it's more of a matter of deterrence. Like, can I find you? And are you going to have the confidence to find that angle again, knowing that I'm here?
And I think right there, especially in the fight that Benny flickered forward, it was great for them because it was a curveball, right? As a Yuzong, as you know, if you're Lola, you would expect, I want to dive to the back line. For Min too. If Benny flickers forward, they're like, wait,
he's not here.
He's not here. What happened?
No, it's home.
It's actually the opposite. It's like a reverse psychology, should I say? They do the things that you least expect. Here comes Min, finding the vision. He does not care. Walking through every bush safely. But here comes Gary.
Oh, Yowie! Finds a Kundo, but only to Min right now. That's gonna be the wild charge, knocking 3 up. But that's the real world inflation doing damage. Man now still gonna be able to sprint out as Gary jumps in. Sanford to be able to find the kills. Lola still able to actually back off. Easy and Benny right now looking for some more, but it's just the roamer traded in for the mid laner. Echo with a favorable trade.
Wow, what a trade right here. And this is what I was talking about. Lola trying to find the flank again onto Carry, but Benny QT is getting tankier and tankier as we go. If you cannot one-shot this marksman, she will turn it around and everyone will perish.
Yep, and again, icing on the cake, Benny Cutie did not need to use his flicker to win that engagement.
That's so good for Echo.
And it's going to convert into this Lord. I just don't know if it's for free. I'm not sure if Team HAQ is even considering going for a contest, but the way the map looks, it looks like, yeah, Echo is going to score a Luminous Lord.
Ooh. That's going to be really tough for Team HAQ. Even while they had the gold lead just for a bit, they weren't able to convert on objectives. Now, they're finally able to find a turret, tier 1 up top, trading it for the Lord. But with this composition, Echo just has a bit more to say when it comes down to sieges.
Yeah, absolutely. You have Farsight with a lot of pressure with the ultimate. Lord is going to go down from the top side. That means the mid 2 towers are not going to stand for any longer.
Yep, given that the first Lord, yeah, Echo just flubbed that. HAQ, they defended so well. Now, the minions have become enhanced even more, so they can leave lanes and start going. Oh, Sanji popping an early feathered airstrike. Yeah, we looking for an angle. Can he get it? All right, main artery penetrated. Echo making moves on the map.
Tier 1 taken down the mid lane as they focus once again to rotate across the map. Min already positioned. Sanford spots him, but Min still wants to just act as a distraction, buying as much time as possible. Meanwhile, though, you do see in the mid lane and even in the bottom lane, the tier 2 was taken down. Team HAQ still able to micromanage really well, taking the Lord down and defending pretty well.
Yeah, they only lost, I think, like 2 towers, one on the bottom side, one in the mid. I mean, Echo, even though they synced the wave really, really well, but Team HAQ surprisingly able to pull off this defense. I think largely it's thanks to Eve and Arthel.
They're doing all right here. So again, it's another swing back. Echo at the lead once more. A very, very small lead, mind you, but the map is looking blue all throughout. I think that's what happens when you get these major objectives and your opponents are forced to rotate together. See how closely Team HAQ is.
Oh, and you can see, honestly, just the way Man's playing, right? He's trying to bait out Yaoi's Jikundo Flicker because he does have that Purify, right? Man, notice his positioning. Always somewhat just in the middle or in front, actually.
Yep, and I think what that bought for Panda is a lot of gold.
Yeah, look at Panda's gold right now. The thing that the worries me increasingly for Team HAQ is Arthel, when it gets to late game, yes, does a lot of damage, but that's only for squishy characters. And if you look at Echo, how tanky their front line is. Oh, Karteezy getting poked out.
He's so low. Karteezy gonna have to back off for a bit. Sanford opening up the map once again. That's gonna be the Black Dragon form, popped in by Lola. Instant disengage from Echo, but it's gonna be Benny QT is gonna be the target right now. That's gonna be Sanji caught. He's gonna be stunned up. He's gonna be slain. Min losing immortality right now in front of it, but the real world in Blade catches 2. Lola tries to rectify, but it's gonna be melted down. Benny QT once again bring it forward. Benny with the triple kill. Still somehow saving the game. Team HAQ, they got that in the pocket. Mon still with Gary, more resources to play with.
3 for 3, what a tough trade. They will happen.
Yeah, I would think the most important for Team HAQ's victory there is Min's survival. He survived, is able to do the magic damage needed to kill Gary, because that's probably the only character right now that can do that amount of damage. Of course, on top of it, Gary on the side, just doing the swings, doing the skill 1, 2, 3 combo. So I think that's the only reason that Benny QT got taken down. If this character stays alive, that could be Echo complete sweep and could have been an end actually.
Yep, in the long run, it seemed like Echo was out of the woods. It seemed like they baited out almost every possible ult that THQ could put on the map, but so far, it looked like THQ were hiding some aces, hiding some kings, and now look, Yaoi.
Uh-oh, that's the immortality popped in. Sanji's gonna be caught by the collapse from the Malaysian champions. Once again, that's a 2 for 0. Min in the midst of it all, gonna be caught with the Bravest Fighter and the stun. That's gonna be Lola jumping in as well. Min gonna lose a lot of HP, but still gonna be able to survive with 1 HP. Ibombe HAQ, they're here to come and play.
Oh, check the base. Benny QT had to go home and defend. Karteezy just whacking away at these minions one at a time. It looks like the split push kings are the one who's gonna get split pushed themselves. THQ converting into a straight Lord. It's a Luminous Lord for the Malaysians.
What?
What a play from Team HAQ. And I gotta say, I see a different level of Team HAQ right here. They're so disciplined. They go on 1 target at a time. Despite the fact that Main was zoning the entire backline of Team Echo, he quickly made a comeback to reunite with Lola to win that team fight and eventually survive with sliver of health.
I'd say maybe in the 5 or 6 major team fights in this 17-minute game, Team HAQ have been so good on the recovery. On a mechanical level, you'd say Echo are just waiting for battle spells, waiting for ults, right? But Team HAQ always have that next level, always have that decision after the post-engage.
3.5K gold lead. the 17th minute of the game with the Evolved Lord, Enhanced Lord still, marching down in that bottom lane.
This is a tough defense. Can Echo do it? Looking for that first engage. There's a Feather Dare strike. Slowly but surely, Team HAQ making their way in. Black Dragon form!
Lola into the midst, jumps in, gets out with a Furious Dive. That's going to be the Bravest Spider catching Panda. Instant flicker away by Panda right now. That's going to be Sanford, still surviving. Echo have cleared the Lord out. Team HAQ deciding to go back to the mid lane. Gets the base turret down, rotating up top. Yowie finds Panda! Furious Dive pops in. Betty UT finds the kill on the Panda as Lola's going to be caught. Immortality pops, and that's Lola falling to the hands of Benny. But Team HAQ have taken 2 base turrets.
At the price of your inhibitors, Echo have gone with a stellar defense, and they've sent Team HAQ packing, going home. How can Echo capitalize?
I mean, Echo at this point, there's not enough minute wave, and also Team HAQ made a really good decision to retreat really fast. Let's take a look at the team fight. It started off from Yowie really decisive engage, and I gotta see the wall from KRTZ is insane over there. Just blocking 2 people away. You can see Team HAQ just quickly retreated. They want to make sure you don't capitalize on the death.
Yowie saved the game with the Weighted Dragon now getting caught. Team HAQ looking to capitalize as Echo disengages. Min jumping in, looking for a play. Sanford gonna be caught low as Gary jumps in for the damage. Connects on the 2. Min's gonna lose the immortality as Gary once again is looking for some damage. Benny gonna be caught. Panda does some damage back. Benny finds the killing spree. Bravest Spider to the back line as Panda's gonna be stunned up. That's Sanford dealing so much onto Panda. But here's Lola as well. Panda gonna be taken down. Lola to the back line. Benny with a flicker out. Gary's still low. Benny chasing. It's a shutdown for Benny QT.
Damn you, Benny, why are you so good? 11-3-3. Gonna go ahead and help Sanji clear out, but that could have been so much worse for Echo. Team HAQ getting real scrappy. They know they're ahead, but Echo still know the right decision at the right time. The map is against them, but so far it's not over. Here's an Evolved Lord. Dave, what's this Lord looking like? Chances for either team to get it?
I mean, it seems like it's going to be 80-20 for the favor of Echo right now. They have 4 up compared to only 2. And on top of the fact that here you have Retribution from KRTZ, and you have this Shredder from Carry. Look at Benny QT just losing the drop in HP of the Lord in a matter of seconds.
Benny.
Just Benny.
Just Benny. That's all I have to say.
Yep.
And honestly, that's all we have to say. That fight, he just popped off.
It seems to be either Benny gets caught out or Benny just takes over. It's one or the other. And so far, he's slowly understanding more the decision process for Lola. It looks like he knows more and more better when Lola's going to try to find him.
Exactly, and Lola used the dragon form to come looking for him, and that's when, after the dragon's done, that's when Carry showed up again into the team fight, rejoining the team fight, and actually shredded everybody on the map. They're really fighting this fight well, slowly but surely and steadily.
Honestly, looking at how they're going to be pushing now, Team HAQ with the Evolved Lord, right? It's Echo pushing in with a 4,000 gold lead. That doesn't really mean much in the later stage of the game because everybody has gone to a point where it's all full items. How do Team HAQ defend this?
I mean, right now with the Lord, and by the way, I like the details from KRTZ now. They block the path for the Lord. This way, Lord's going to take longer to go to the base. Yep. And this will allow more super minions to come out, and that will really help you when you push the base. They're increasing every chance they can get, and here comes the push.
Evolved Lord cracking the base. Base turret number 1 taken down. Team HAQ looking for that defense right now as Lola jumps in with a Black Dragon form, just zoning Echo away. Lord at 10,000 HP, melted down. Real world manipulation popped in the mid lane to clear out the wave and to zone Echo away. Team HAQ with a masterful defense.
Clean from the Malaysian squad, the MPL Season 10 MY champions. There's a lot of ult spent, though, to get that done. Yowie looking for one.
Here we go.
Yowie gonna flicker forward. Winner crunching by Gary to bait it out. Sanford now helping his teammate, but Yowie's gonna be taken low. Still alive. That's both teams disengaging, but it's Echo who finds the base turret. Min still looking for something as he opens up the map. Mon gonna be able to slow some people down with the Ice Queen wand in the second ability. Min still again jumping in. Benny gonna be able to dash away from the wall. Team HAQ still chasing, but they will not be able to find it. It's a flicker, baited out. Sanji, no flicker. Lola with the Black Dragon form comes in. Winner Crunch baited out. Sanford gonna be caught in the midst of it all. That's gonna be Sanji losing the immortality. Gary picks up 1. It's a 1 for 0, but 22 minutes on in the game. 50 seconds for the respawn timers.
Oh, and this whole time it's just Min in the base defending. Are we looking at potential clapback from Echo? They were also left reeling. They were gassed from that last team fight. Dave, we're down to 1 inhibitor for Team HAQ.
I mean, this is such an even game. Actually,
no
there's
more.
no more.
Oh.
The minute wave's too strong. I was thinking just a Hilda alone is not going to cut it.
You can't.
You can't. And by the way, at this point, carry is the deciding factor. Can you take down Benny? Is the win condition for HAQ. And it doesn't seem like they have the resources to do it. It's going to be up to Dairoth, Eve, and you don't jump in at the exact same time to even have a chance on Benny.
Is this the longest game in M4 so far?
Approaching. I think Occupy had one long game against the RRQ Hoshi in the group stage. But here in the knockouts, boy oh boy, best believe stakes are much, much higher. Lord here, approaching half health. Oh, look at where Benny is, look at where Benny is.
Uh-oh, still waiting once again. Lola going to be able to actually jump in. Sanford doing the same thing right now. Black Dragon form pops in as that's going to be Yaoi finding the way the Dragon. Yaoi's going to be taken down right now. But look at the mid lane right now as Team HAQ's going to be able to look for the Lord. Panda still walking back, trying to save the game. Benny in the mid lane, looking for a big play. Has the mid wave, flickering forward. Taking the Lord. Straight first in the best of 5.
Loud and proud, that's their trademark. The split push doesn't cover up your back doors, and Benny came a knocking. 1-0.